Are you looking for the best smartwatches? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best smartwatches on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. COR Pace 2 Affordable Running Watch. We've long been fans of COR for its affordable, long-lasting alternatives to the major players in the GPS watch game. The new Pace 2 running watch is refined to focus only on being the lightest, fastest run tracking experience for road runners. The Pace 2 isn't bogged down by any extra features you're unlikely to use. At just 29 grams, it's the lightest GPS watch we've tested. The Apple Watch Series 7 weighs 32 grams, and the original Pace was 48 grams. But it doesn't skimp on battery. In fact, it'll go up to 30 hours between charges with GPS tracking on, which is long enough that you can leave the power cord at home when you go away for a weekend run vacation. Some of that weight savings comes from a new lightweight nylon strap that's comfortably snug and more easily adjustable than silicone options. But we found that the new strap can get soggy after sweating a bunch or washing your hands. Number 2. A Mafit BP3 Pro Inexpensive Running Watch. An update from one of our previous favorites, the BP. The BP3 touts vast improvements in performance and features while still managing to keep the price at a shocking $70. This watch's biometric sensor capabilities, though not necessarily on par with other top brands, vastly outperform those of past BP models, all while offering more than 3 times as many trackable sports, 61, to be exact. The GPS tracking isn't great for this running watch's battery life, knocking it from 40 days closer to 14, but that's still nothing to sniff at. It also occasionally loses your location between tall buildings, so keep that in mind if you live or run in an urban area. Number 3. Garmin Vena Square Basic Running Watch. Most basic running watches look like, well, basic running watches. Or at least they used to. Now, we're seeing more stylish and versatile options, no doubt spurred by the crossover success of the Apple Watch. The Garmin Vena Square takes full advantage of this trend, leaving no stone unturned in making an attractive watch that operates effectively during your workouts. As a running watch, it ticks a lot of boxes. You get accurate GPS tracking, along with many of the same basic run tracking features you find in the Garmin's Forerunner 55 below: cadence, optical heart rate, customizable data pages, VO2 max estimates, and the ability to record laps automatically or manually. It even comes with a sensor that measures your blood oxygen levels. It doesn't have an interval option, however, nor will the basic version store music. If you want to bring your tunes, that feature will cost you an extra $50. Garmin also has a new version of this watch, the Vena Square 2, available now, but with a $250 price tag. It didn't meet the standards of this sub-$200 list. The Vena Square 2 is a phenomenal watch, but we still recommend the original Vena Square for the budget-minded, as long as it's available. Number 4. Garmin Forerunner 55 Affordable Running Watch. For runners who normally stick to basic metrics, pace, time, and distance, the Garmin Forerunner 55 is an extra intuitive step into more advanced territory. Besides recording your sleep, stress, and heart rate, a body battery feature, a score out of 100 that represents your energy level, lets you know if it's advisable to work out or take a rest day. Bluetooth connectivity can also sync your phone's data to Garmin's Connect app, and like a portable personal assistant, the watch notifies you about calendar appointments and incoming calls and texts. The new Forerunner 55 improves on the smartwatch functionality and battery life of its predecessor, the Forerunner 45. It can now get you through a week of runs between charges. Plus, it still packs a continuous wrist-based heart rate monitor. Number 5. Polar Pacer Running Watch. The unassuming but effective Pacer Pro packs performance tests, Strava segments, and plenty more into a competitively lightweight unit. Its more basic counterpart, the Pacer, similarly exceeds expectations while also sitting just above the $200 mark, We know this isn't below our threshold for cheap running watches, but if you're willing to spend just $20 more, this is a serious upgrade. The built-in running program mode lets you select a race training plan for a 5K, 10K, half marathon, or marathon and track your long-term fitness trends. You'll also receive helpful feedback and training insights after intervals and long runs. Features like Fuel Wise, which gives you mid-run reminders to take gels and water, and Training Load Pro, which monitors strain on your body, additionally keep you optimized in flight. And if having all that info on your wrist sounds overwhelming, you can also edit the widgets to display only the basics, such as pace, time, and distance. If you can go slightly out of budget, the Pacer is a great affordable running watch. Number 6. Fitbit Versa 4 Basic Running Watch. Fitbits are a phenomenal option for anyone looking to track their stats through the entire day, not just on the run. The Versa 4, in particular, balances the litany of features Fitbit's more advanced watches offer while keeping the price low and the user experience simple. This watch doesn't have some of the more expensive SenseLine's perks, like skin temperature sensors and an ECG scanner for heart rhythm monitoring, but it still perfectly tracks your heart rate, recovery status, and sleep quality. The GPS tracking is also accurate, though it does hemorrhage your battery life if you leave it on constantly, so this watch is less than ideal for high mileage. Otherwise, the Versa is a perfect all-day wear with plenty of band options for extra style and comfort. Number 7. A Mafit GTR Mini Basic Smartwatch. A trimmed-down version of a Mafit's standard GTR, the Mini running watch keeps almost all the functionality of its big sibling while maintaining a noticeably sleeker profile. This watch has all the fixings of an effective training companion, especially when it comes to GPS tracking, which pings off 5 different satellites to keep your position dialed quite accurately. The Mini comes standard with 126 sport modes and a healthy helping of sleep and fitness tracking features, including an all-day stress tracker. Despite all of those running in the background, the battery life is commendably resilient. This watch is a bit slower when the weather is rough, and the screen lacks any anti-glare protection, but its performance still well exceeds what you would normally expect at its price point.